principle. Order filled.
Good evening and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Monday evening. I hope everyone's had a great day. And we'll see what we can get this evening. And Q and gold heading down right now. Actually in a micro gold trade, but you don't see it. It's on my funded futures. And it did drop and then bounced. So let's see what it does. Hey, David. Looking for this 9 EMA here on the 5, but it seems to be struggling. Could bounce here. Bounced on me. We'll see what it does from here. How did everybody finish up in what was a wild, wild day today? Wild, wild west. You try to turn around, blue candle off the super bells. There's the super bells. It fails. Still hanging in this gold trade. You guys don't see it, like I said, but NQ continues to push downward. Gold going my direction. No, it's hitting 100 EMA and bouncing. No, that's NQ. Oops. Strike that. NQ's bouncing off the 100 EMA. Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Ron? Yeah, I'm in a gold short, John. Think we're going opposite directions. I'm shooting for 44.37 or 44.39. I got in at 44.44 too.
Order filled.
And I just hit. So I got about 5 points there on the short. So if we go to a 5-minute chart on NQ, on gold, blow it up, you can see my double bells. I got them here and I got them here. Once I see double bells, I am starting to look for a reversal. But I'm also looking at the RSI. If the yellow line's still, 50s and 60s, the reversal often waits. And you can see here, we got it. It failed. It tried, failed. I would not have gotten in there. So I saw double bells again. Then here, my RSI was over 80 on the signal line. That to me was a short. Absolute. This from my limited back testing. I admit I haven't back tested months or years, but from the limited back testing I've done, this works about 80% of the time. Took the short there and followed this down. I just shot for the 9 EMA. Obviously, you see it went much further. Yo, Splace, how you doing? I'm doing good. These double bells are absolutely awesome as an indicator for me. You can see here today, double bells here. Got this blue candle. We trickled up 18 points. Let's see, where else did I get double bells today? Double bells here. Purple candle. Beautiful drop for about 14. And that might have been it for the double bells on the 5 today. They pop up more on the 1, but the 1 obviously also get here double bells. First blue candle up, again, more than 10 points. Double bells, purple candle, see the big drop. And here's here's the big pop, double bells. That I wouldn't have taken just because, it worked, obviously, but it's a 61 point candle there, and I don't tend to take huge candles. So yeah, double bells is my new reversal indicator that works really well. You see gold continuing to come down. So that's the other thing. I got to start, being willing to hold these trades because they do tend to be. Now, I mean, I tend to, if I do take them before the RSI gets up to the extreme levels, then I should target the 9. If I take them after, then I can usually, go for a bigger target, but I tend not to. And just work on all assets because let's check out NQ. Let me bring up NQ from the day before I do that. Boom. So NQ on the 5 only gave me, gave me a few. Let's look at the 5. And we had our double bells here. A big old blue candle here. You can see that it was that was after the close. So, yeah. Double bells here, purple candle down. Now, fortunately, this purple candle is kind of the whole move of the double bells. And it kind of leveled out. So, kind of worked, kind of didn't. Double bells here, green candle, nice move up for like 50 points. And then usually, if you get even without the bells, a second move up like this one right here, that usually works as well. Double bells here, short down. And here's double bells, of course, after the big move that both would have worked. There was one other one here. Hold on. There was one that didn't kind of work. Oh, here my double bells are off the screen for some reason. You can see them here. No, that's not the one I'm talking about, is it? No. What I'm talking about, is that the one? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we already talked about this one that didn't kind of work. So you can see, how often they can work. I'm trying to get comfortable taking them now. Maybe I need to make up an AI video for when I take a double bell trade. So far, and I've tested it on multiple assets. It seems to work on multiple assets. The only asset I can't seem to find a really that it works for is the treasuries, the ultra bond. Let's see if I had held that trade. 44.44 is basic entry. Dropped all the way down to 44.23, so almost 20 points. No, over 20 points. 44 to 23 is over 20. There's math for you. Sorry about that beeping sound. That's actually a signal that we're getting double bells. Getting double bells on the NQ1 chart. You see, we got double bells last candle. Now we get this big old purple candle down. The other thing I've considered is when I get double bells is to put an order down at the bottom of the first candle and see if it hits. So you can see, whoa! This case, it would have got me a nice win. Look at that drop. Yeah, it's hard to let runners go. I mean, I want to get comfortable. I still want to get comfortable with bigger trades, but it hurts watching something come all the way back to break even. Especially if it comes all the way back to break even, tags you out, and then goes back to the way you thought it was going to go. Hey, Alley Cat, how are you? I'm doing all right. So you can see there, if I had placed an order because I got the double bells right there, which would be about 468, it dropped down to 436. So I'm about 32. Could have got a 30-point trade there. I will say this double bells thing does end up working long term. I'll be pretty proud of that because it's something I truly came up with myself. Still falling. Not afraid of falling. Down 40 points on this 5-minute candle. Now, the other thing I've noticed about the double bells, but I haven't tested this to it, so it's basically more just observational thing so far. Now, I got the double bells on the 5 here. And you notice each purple candle since has worked. Boop, boop, boop. So that's another thing I've noticed. It's like getting the double bells over here. Now this is before in the day with the blue candle, blue candle. This one didn't. This one kind of didn't work, but boom, boop, boop. Up until you get another bells. I think it might have been. I'm seeing a News headline that says projectile targeted gas pipeline supplying power station in Iran. Really long town name that I can't pronounce. It's interesting. Gold's going up right now. Often, recently, gold and the indices have been traveling in the same path, but not right now. Ooh. That's quite the U-turn gold made. Hopefully there are no cops around. And Q trying to make a U now as well on the one anyway. Do not have a double bell set up there though.
Hey everyone! It's time to gore the like button.
Maybe not. Maybe so. I think Q try to poke its head up a little bit. Gold pulls back around. That was a quick move down there. It's a 7 points up in 1 minute. Go over and look and see if that gave me a signal on the one that I didn't take. I mean, that's a purple candle on the one.
Order filled.
We're going to play with it. See if it continues to drop. So it is running right into the 9, which might not have been my smartest plan ever. Let's see, where are we at? 44.38.6 is where I'm in. I think. Yeah. And it is bouncing. I should have waited for the 5. It didn't give me an actual wonderful setup there, so. There was actually no setup there. That was just me being antsy. Let's see if the ants in my pants lead to a win or a loss. One could say that ants in your pants is always a loss. Good point. I probably want to be out of that trade before the Asia Open. I always forget about. I mean, I should know. I mean, they're big moves at these opens, and I just always kind of forget about them. I need to start setting reminders. Don't be an idiot. Get out of the stupid trades, or don't get into one right there. Bounces up. We have about 30 seconds till Tokyo. I guess South Korea as well. And we're bouncing up here. So that was a dumb entry on my part, 100%. So we'll see if it gets stopped out, or maybe it'll push straight down, but we're probably going to get stopped out. Or it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, there we go. Oh.
Order filled.
And now we got stopped out. Hey, JJR. How'd your day end up today? Nice move back up on gold. And Q coming back down. Coming down, down, down in a burning ring of fire. Big ups, big downs here on NQ. I think maybe a little bit, yeah, John. Let's see, John. When they amputated my leg, they compensated by giving me 2 extra arms. And I have a third eye in the middle of my forehead. I just cover up the third eye when I'm on camera. Big move down here as Asia sells off the indices. Gold also down. Now gold and NQ moving back in the same direction. Crude oil heading up. It looks like Asia's buying up both natural gas and crude oil. And Q gave me double bells on the 1. Now it's popping with a blue. Well, now it's not quite so obvious anymore. So here's the 1 minute chart. Let's see if I should have taken this. See, we got my double bells. But we had a body with more wick than body. I mean, we had a candle with more wick than body. I think this might pop up just a little bit, come back down, and then give me a second opportunity at it, which I'll take. It could just go, but we'll see. Blue candle here again. Now I'm really interested, but it's got 40 seconds on it yet, so anything can happen. I'll tell you, if there's one thing trading taught me, it's anything that can easy for me to say. Anything can happen in a minute. A minute is such a long time in trading. You don't realize how long of a time 1 minute is till you start trading.
Order filled.
I don't know what I want to target there. 411's the 9. Seems like a small target for 1 micro. So we're going to see what happens. It did hit the 9 and then come back down. This might have been one where I should have not taken it because it was too close to the 9, but we'll see. Yep, rejecting off the 9. I should have taken the 4 points, which
Order filled.
Ouch. Yep. So now we're starting an evening red. $30. So now this is probably the move I talked about 2 candles ago, where it's gonna go up, come back down, and then give me another shot at it. Now we'll wait for our next shot. Notice the RSI was not, well, now it is below the 80, but when I took the trade, it was not below the 20, I mean. So let's see if it gives me another opportunity here. Third bite coming up, maybe. We're getting double bells on the 5 minute chart as well. 30 seconds on that candle. Right now, it does not look like an inviting candle. Ooh. Tiny body, big wick. Oh, red. Continuing to drop down to 389. I didn't look. What was our low of the yesterday? Yesterday, when all our indices were falling away. Trading seemed like such a hard game to play. Yeah, here we go. Here's another blue back up to 400. 30 seconds. So perhaps I should have taken that green candle before it. I might have already missed this move. We'll see. I like it on the 5. The 5's popping blue. It's touching its 9.
Order filled.
We're long. We're just going to let it flow. $4.26 would be nice. Oh, this might not work either. I really prefer it when the candles are below the 9. That it gets caught up in that 9. I might have been too jumpy here. Yep, I was too jumpy. I'm gonna dig a hole for myself here. Hey, they should have waited for it to clear the 9 or not taking it at all.
Order
Yep,
filled.
stop me out. Idiotic trading right there. Gotta always go red before I go green. Really moving down. So if I'd taken the purple candle short, that would have been excellent. Quite the move down. Like he's just showing off now, showing me how wrong I was. Pretty significant move down. Showing a possible bounce here. Or not. Hey, Expat, good to see you. Gold also dumping, crude rising. I see crude oil rising. Copper dumping. Quite the solve. Nice work, John.
Order filled.
See if I dig myself a bigger hole here by taking this long. Well, gosh darn it. It looked like it wanted to go. But it's going to stop me out again, and I'm going to be down $100 for the night.
Order filled.
Damn you. That was frustrating. I actually thought I actually had that one figured out. And see, that's the problem with micros and why I really hate micros, because I would have been happy with 10 points there. I would have taken it off, but I'm not going to take off for $20. And here it comes again. Ooh.
Order filled.
Again, Jay, you're not in Romania anymore. It's evening. Why haven't you changed the time on your laptop? Hey, Teo. Come on, just a couple more points. Just a couple more points. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe you can't do it. I'm doing good. I'll be doing better in about 5 more points. You're not going to give it to me, are you? Bastards. Maybe. Come on. I can smell it. Can you smell what the NQ is cooking? Smells like asparagus. Oh, for goodness sake.
Order
I'm taking
filled.
the trade. So that was from 37 to 65, 28 points. Happy with that. Didn't like that red that was still on the screen. We're still red on the screen, but not hardly any red. Well, still a lot of red, but not horribly. Should have stayed in, honestly. We'll see where it goes, but it's giving me a signal on the 5. We go to the 5. And see, it just would have hit my target. 5, blue candle. I should take this because we had double bells. Double bells. Now let's watch this. Let's see if I should jump in here. By all means, I should jump in here. Blue candle, double bells on the 5. But let's watch it because I'm not jumping in here. Target would be 395 or 423, which is that other EMA up there. Gold also giving me a double bell setup on the 5 with a green candle possibly forming. Got a lot of time on it. And here's NQ going. Right there is the first target. So I could have got another 15 right there based on that. Now let's see if it gets up to 423. That would have been my secondary target. But I tell myself I should never doubt a double bell with a blue or purple candle. Yep, bounced off that 9, so that's why I say about targeting the 9. Hey, Crypticon. How are you tonight? Isn't it an interesting looking candle in the 15-minute chart? Look at that. It's a stick figure. Gold continuing to come down. Hard. Q's just kind of hanging here right now. Hanging in the hood. Gold peaks up a bit. There's that Q going. Can it break 24,400? Again, struggling with that 9 EMA. They built those 9 EMAs out of strong concrete or something. It's so hard for these price movements to get through them. Ooh, and gold gets smacked. What was a solid green candle just got smacked down to red. And that was probably on the news that U.S. and Israel carried out strikes on 2 energy infrastructure sites. So, I am so confused right now. Didn't we say earlier today that there wasn't going to be any more strikes for 5 days? Crude oil back to 90.50. And down NQ comes. What's up, Crypt? As NQ bounces back up. I mean, they look okay, but I'm honestly, I'm expecting a disappointing year, John. Excellent. Congrats, Crypt. I don't know. Everyone's getting older. We'll see. I hope you're right, but there's just so many question marks. You know, what's Justin Crawford gonna do? He made the team as a starting center fielder. What's Painter gonna do? How's Zach Wheeler gonna come back? You know, pitchers struggle to come back from thoracic outlet syndrome. Um, Nola hasn't been himself in a couple of years. I mean, if everything falls into place, they could surprise me. But excellent. Take profit trader crypt. Is that who? How much of a buffer do I need to get to then get payout after the buffer? I believe it could be any, as long as you're keeping the buffer there, Crypticon, I believe it could be any amount, but if the amount's too low, you'll have to pay a withdrawal fee. If that makes sense. Yeah, your starting pitching is wonderful, John. Riley Green should be good. I assume Torkelson will, provide power. Kerry Carpenter's decent. Dylan Dingler, isn't he a pretty good hitter? The fact that I'm now remembering all these names from doing baseball cards again. Thank you coming back down. Give me a minute, Crypt. Oh, wow. Big drop. Huge drop. Wow. Something happened. I don't see a headline, but that was over 100-point drop there. It's popping back up a little bit. You need 2,000, so as a buffer on the 50K, Crypt. So you need to keep, if you need your account to be above 52,000. I don't see news. I don't know what caused that. Nice bounce there on NQ. But I have no idea what caused it. Nothing flashing yet. McGonagall made the team, John. Yes, you should, Crypt. Am I sure about what? Yes. Secure your gains, secure your payout. NQ trying to push back up here, but not having a lot of success. John, I just feel like the Phillies have a very weak outfield. I mean, unless Justin Crawford proves something, that he's better than I think he might be. An outfield of Marsh, Crawford, and Adolis Garcia just doesn't excite me. Yeah, unfortunately, Casty, it was time for him to move on. And this was a pop here that I could have taken on NQ, but didn't. I mean, I liked Casty, but, the whole crap he started last year was immature, to say the least. So in Q, we have a 21-point ATR this time of night on the 1 minute chart of NQ. So I never did see a headline on that. What caused that huge drop that quick? With volatility comes opportunity, but I don't know. $22.5 minute candle here in gold. Copper with a pop as well.
Order filled.
Going long on gold. Shooting for 43.80 or so. Minute 68.6. Shooting for that 9 EMA. What'd you do, Crypt? That gold struggling. Oh, sorry, Crypt. Struggling to get higher here. Can you take us higher?
Order filled.
Pulled it. 4 points. Now it should go. And it does. Let's see if it gets up to that 80 area. I just gotta let things go. I really do. I had that was a perfect setup. I had double bells. I had a blue candle. There was no reason that that's not going to continue there. And watch it. Yep, there. Just when it hit my target. I got to just leave my hands off. I need someone to have. I need to put on like a shock collar or something around my wrist to make it in my hands. Wow, NQ just popped as the goal. Look at that. If I had just left my hands off, that could have been a 16-point trade. Somehow I knew you would, Teo. Somehow I often, I somehow I have a feeling you're well aware of the use of shock collars. I don't think dogs have anything to do with it. Let's just say that when Teo says he uses a Dom, it might not be about trading. So gold got up nicely, pulling back a little bit. I'm not sure what NQ is doing there. That's an interesting looking last four candles. Coke Zero. I usually only do Diet Mountain Dew on the overnight streams. I like it occasionally, but not regularly. Need to figure out when I'm going to do the overnight stream in April. Still got one in the fridge. I might use it on the overnight streams. I don't. Been having these afternoon crashes lately where I end up falling asleep for the last hour or 2 hours of the session, and I don't know why. I did try a Red Bull in one day and it didn't really even do anything. I still crashed. I'm not sure why I'm crashing in the afternoons. I mean, I don't get enough sleep at night, but I mean, this is more than just being tired. It's an actual it's like an overwhelmingly tired feeling. It's almost like my blood sugar's out of whack, but it isn't because I mean I don't eat carbs at all. It even happens on days that I'm fasting. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. In the afternoons, like, start feeling about 1 or 1:30 my time. I'll end up missing the last 90 minutes of the session. Oddly, often waking up right before the session ends. And then I'm gonna be like, well, I know I've missed it anyway, and then I'll doze back off. I mean, I really do need to work on getting my sleep health fixed. Haven't been taking my supplements, so that might be part of the problem. Plan on using the 3-day holiday to get my supplements back in order. Because it literally takes me about 8 hours to bottle up my supplements for a month. That's how a trading day works, Crypt. Blame the CME. Well, they got to wait for the data from the data feeds to verify it, Crypt. That's why it's, you know, after the bell and all that. The reconciliation by Tradovate or NinjaTrader or, you know, whoever the data is, Rhythmic, whatever, it doesn't come in until after the bell, and it's after, you know, the reconciliation and all that. So that's why. I mean, you could get it every day if you putting it in for the prior day. Seeing NQ drop again below 24,300 now again. Yeah, and that's probably, yeah, live market is different. It is my eventual goal to have 5 TPT Pro Plus accounts. Goal with is within 6 months to maximum a year to have 20 plus actual live accounts. I doubt I ever buy a Lambo, Treps. Yeah, I don't ever want to be. Now, you might see a 1952 Mickey Mantle rookie card. Crude heading up, back above 91 as we see NQ fall. I do not have that card, but that's like one of the holy grails in baseball cards. The 52 Mantle and the, I think it's 1911 Honus Wagner. I don't know what the most expensive Phillies card would be, actually. That's a good question. Oh yeah, it's way more than a Lambo. But honestly, if I got into a Lambo, you might need an industrial sized can opener to get me back out of it. Whoa, crude, big pop. I mean, it's not it wouldn't be in a Phillies uniform, but I'm guessing a Bryce Harper rookie card, like a 1/1, is probably quite expensive. I still can't believe I sold a Shohei Ohtani card for $3,750. Jason Worth? Yeah, Willie Mays rookie card would be awesome to have. I mean, eventually, I'd love to have every Topps base set ever. That would be another ultimate goal. Right now, I have every Topps base set going back to, I believe, 1977. See NQ trying to bounce here a little bit. Oh, wick, no body, almost no body on that 5-minute candle. I was gonna say. I mean, I knew Jason was a good player, but yeah, that the Cole Hamels could go up because there's talk that he could end up being a Hall of Famer. I don't see him as a Hall of Famer, but the new metrics that they're using kind of do. Here's that Q trying to pop up on a blue candle. Gold also popping. I actually like the gold setup a little more than the NQ. Did I get bells? I think no, I'm too low to get bells. When I build my house and build my baseball memorabilia floor, I want to build an entire wall, floor to ceiling, actually with a glass encasement. That's actually it looks like it's the actual wall itself with shelving for bobbleheads, and I want to be able to fill that up, floor to ceiling, all the way, for the length of the room. Yeah, I definitely want a Schmidt rookie. Since Schmidt's my all-time favorite player. I worry about Schmitty. He's no longer going to be on the Phillies telecasts. I'm worried that he might be having health issues. Mike Schmidt rookie? I don't know. I don't think it's huge. Let's go check out eBay and see while I try and figure out if this wants to give me a signal here. Let's see. Oh, Mike Schmidt. Rookie card. Here's a Schmidt rookie card that got a grade 7 for $500. That's not over. I mean, doesn't look like many have sold recently. Hey, Mr. G. We are bearish for the most part, but trying to see if it wants to pop. Here's so for sale right now. There's a PSA 5 for $300, PSA 6 for $400, So yeah, I could probably get one for around $400. It's not bad at all. I did too. I mean, now granted, I'm not seeing any PSA 10s, so I don't know what those would be if there are, if even a PSA 10 exists, because the cards weren't the greatest quality back then. Still falling down to 265. Gold tried to show some life but failed. They're all in binders. Eventually, they'll be out on shelves. Right now, they're not really out on shelves, but eventually, the goal is to have them out and figure out a way to display the most, the most special ones. I have almost 200,000 cards in my collection, so it's not like I could put them all out. Looking for a bounce here on NQ on the 1 minute. We're seeing a bounce on gold on the 5. I have a blue candle bounce here on the 1. It's a good idea, G. Appreciate it, my friend. Probably would be, I don't know, something like, in a Phillies red. You're trying to show a movement up. There's a blue candle. Blue. Sorry. Y'all gore the like button.
Hey
Now's
everyone,
your opportunity.
it's time to gore the like button.
Wait, why is next week going to pump the market up? Pump. I didn't take the gold trade. I should have. That was a beautiful blue candle right there. Oh, okay. Good point. Didn't think of that. I just know next week's only a 4-day week because of Good Friday on Friday, next Friday. See you, John. Have a good night. Well, I should have put an order at the top of that last candle because that would have given me 10 points. Yeah, Buffett stepped down now, didn't he? Or isn't he stepping down soon? Thought so. And it's got a little signal that it wants to come down a little bit. It's overextended on the one just a tad. There's the pullback. That Mr. G kind of predicted there. Bounces back up. Big League Chew? I don't know. You know, I never tried Big League Chew.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
I took a long there. Small target. Toward the top of that last big purple candle. Let's see if it gets there. My target is 324. This will be our last trade of the night. It was actually on the 1 minute. We came down, purple candle, got a blue candle back up, so I took it off the blue candle there. But it doesn't look like it wants to continue up. Maybe. Come on, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Plus, with my 15-minute chart kind of showing me that it wants to go up as well. 15-minute bouncing up here. Green candle. I think it wants up toward 332. What's my target? My target's below 332. But now it's going to come down to stop me out. Looks like. Maybe not. Bouncing off that 9 EMA. I think we have don't we have a market opening here in like 5 seconds? I think I'm probably toast when that market opens. Yeah,
Order
toast.
filled.
So we end the night down about $70. And that will do it for tonight. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. We'll be back in 10.5 hours for some more great trading action. Hope everyone has a great evening, and we'll see you then. Bye.